hear all that? Okay, perfect. So at least I wasn't suffering alone.
Thank
we
you.
gotta. Okay, first thing I want to talk about, Incineroar in doubles is broken,
For
broken.
sure.
But we gotta talk about Skar and WelfarePickles. That one's gonna be hard.
Oh,
Oh
God.
man,
Let's call him Welfare.
I'm gonna get flamed on Twitter for that one. We gotta talk about them. I mean, two really good players from Iowa here. So getting a lot of the Midwest here, but I'm interested to see how this is going to be handled on Battlefield versus Incineroar and Falco especially.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Falco is one of those zone-breaking characters, like really good at dealing with things like snake projectiles. That's going to make things a lot harder. I mean, hell, even the Blade Beam is going to have a hard time finding its mark if we're able to get those reflectors out. Right now, it's like good combos as well. That's what you really want. You want to be able to just jump all over, go for the ping-pong up to down combos. Right now, we'll have to see if that's going to win out or if this revenge power-up is going to take hold somehow.
I think all four of these characters actually really like Battlefield because there's tons of ways that they can make it back onto stage and kind of get the I got you. And speaking of I got you, that is going to be WelfarePickles finding the C4 and I got you. But still, it is Dice and Suspect working it through right now. It is going to be blue team losing the first stock, but I got to see the Incineroar start moving because once again, this character is broken in doubles, and there we go. That's the first stock, but we got to get Falco to get these stocks on Icon. It does not matter. WelfarePickles, I'll say it right by the end of the set. That one definitely handling all sides.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Dice has been doing a good job of just playing the Falco game, doing all this good stuff. But I mean, Suspect, I've noticed that there's a lot of good, solid hits on the Alolan Whips, right? Good play around the jump call-outs, the spot dodges, stuff like that. All of the defensive options that we are seeing from Red Team, they're going to stop winning eventually, right? Because these are getting some big reads.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, the red team holding on very, very well, especially Skar here, too. Got Rage, got Limit, got all the things that you could ever want. And WelfarePickles is going to eat the Limit Blade Beam because why not just give that to your opponent for some extra Rage? Totally planned.
Exactly. That's the thing. You can just give revenge to your partner. That's what makes Incineroar such a dangerous threat in doubles because you might not be throwing out a hitbox to activate that revenge, but their partner will be so important to get those activations.
I got to say, one of my favorite things about modern Snake, right, compared to maybe some of the iterations
As opposed
of Snake.
to classic Snake.
Yeah, exactly.
We definitely have one button inputs over here.
It's true. I think a lot of the modern Snakes that I'm seeing these days are really looping in more aerials. They're trying to be a little bit more aggressive with aerials. And that's what WelfarePickles has been doing really well this entire time. But now here we go. I mean, Skar is still living out very well. Dice on the Falco trying to chase WelfarePickles. It's not going to lead into much else here. But now we're seeing back into like the very standard like doubles neutral where sometimes things just don't happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those situations where, you know, you have a lot of rage with Incineroar. You're looking for something here. Gets a reset, forces off the Cypher, and now gets a nice Nair to finish that job. I mean, still losing the stock immediately afterward. You got to take hold of this game. You basically got to protect Falco as much as you can. He can get some juggles here on Cloud just because Cloud doesn't have like the best landing tool sometimes. You just got to be able to find your mark.
Absolutely. Red team, blue team. I mean, red team looking real good so far. There's the up tilt, but it accidentally KOs Skar instead of blue team. So now we're even here. Good pickup, though, from WelfarePickles here. Great shine onto the Nikita. The down air doesn't connect. On the other side of the screen, we got Skar trying to finish off the Incineroar here. Suspect, though, doing a really good job of hitting all of the movement, but it does not matter. Going high, though, and straight into a Nikita as the up smash is going to seal it for Team Iowa here as Skar and WelfarePickles go up 1-0.
Yeah, very nice stuff for the red team. They were definitely solid at getting those 1v1s confirmed towards the end of the game. They really knew that once they separated, they wasted no time. They were like, okay, I've already got the damage built up in these team fight scraps. Now I've just got to finish. I've just got to find these big combos. And let's be real, Cloud up smash, one great way to do that, especially on an aerial character like Falco. The anti-air's coming in very clean. But also, it's like, even though we saw a lot of stalling from the Incineroar, still able to do something here. I mean, I know it's not hard to edgeguard Incineroar 9 times out of 10, but we're seeing a very, very strong defensive play from Suspect.
I'm excited to see Hollow Bastion because I feel like Hollow Bastion has very set play around it a lot of the times in singles, but now you kind of put it in doubles, right? Now it's this kind of, I hate to say it because Splatoon is at this tournament, a little bit more of a turf war here to get underneath that platform to use it to your advantage here. So far, though, it is going to be Skar with an explosive down air on to Suspect right now, and that's a really great start for Red Team.
All right, getting the back throw on Dice. We are
returning the favor, but it does not matter. here. My goodness, Nerf.
Yeah, this is definitely a huge scramble right now, but I mean, one stock lost on both sides. Still, we're looking at like a really dire situation. There's going to have to be a restock out from blue team at some point because, I mean, yes, Incineroar can stock tank, but you are going to be hard-pressed to find something other than that. Let's be real. That's a crazy read.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to talk about it, though. I mean, I love how Suspect was able to return the favor, but you're now down at your last stock. Now, granted, Dice has 3 stocks to go, and this gives you a lot of time, right? But you got to be very, very careful here. It's 4 stocks to 4. Skar does have the limit here, going off stage for the chase. The cross slash not going to be it. It is going to be WelfarePickles now taking the front here, as now blue team trying to chase, but I feel like chasing Snake is so hard with, you know, Incineroar and also Falco sometimes. You just can't tell where he's going.
Yeah, there have been a couple of Alolan whips that have been missed out on by Suspect, where we're starting to get the right options. We're starting to get some big punishes, but yeah, you can see down throw coming out, just waiting for one of these options. Shield looking mad low on all sides.
Yeah, absolutely. That scramble on the ledge, but if it's one thing for certain, it's WelfarePickles has been hitting these up tilts like nobody's business, as Snake is also so good here in doubles too. But now Team Iowa actually going to bring the fight to their side of the stage right now. I like just the brutal limit charge right in the face, and still now it is going to be Skar doing an amazing job of being the front line, but Dice is going to be able to find the aerial here. It's 3 stocks to 3. Honestly, could be even seen as even right now.
Yeah.
But red team is still a little bit more aerial, like mobile than the blue team, but great edge guard from Suspect.
And it was the bonk too. It literally was like the, I'm not going to press a button here, let you bounce off of me, and now I take stage control. I overtake, and I force out that Cypher, beat it with a Nair. Just the simple bread and butter stuff that you want to see from Incineroar, and now the restock has happened, but this is a much more tenable situation here, Lyric, and I don't know who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, this is, oh no, you hate to see it, but actually Skar helping out the blue team there, getting out of the Dark Lariat there, but now there's a forward air, and that's actually going to do it. That was actually pretty stylish from blue team, but now you have to be so careful, Nerf, because it's Snake, right? Snake can control so much of the stage. You have to watch out for these C4s. You have to watch out for the grenades here. There's the back throw and the down tilt. WelfarePickles right now playing extremely well. Great tech off of the side, and now it's all WelfarePickles. Honestly, there's 2 people on one team, but I'm not comfortable at all if I'm blue team.
Yeah, I actually think it's kind of funny how WelfarePickles has been beating the grappler at his own game, like finding a lot of good grabs, and of course Snake has a very strong grab game, a lot you can get off of that, but I just think it's interesting. We're going to find one of those good high recovery punishes, and that's the thing. We have a strong knowledge, I think, of Hollow Bastion Blast Zones that we're looking for these off-the-top kills very frequently.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good stuff from Suspect and Dice. That game 1 was ugly. I'm going to say it. That game 1 was pretty ugly.
Even the start of that game was a little ugly, too.
Yeah, true. Very true. But honestly, too, with the getting the revenge back, too. And honestly, shout out to Suspect for living it out like so long on that last stock. Once again, heavies and doubles, bro. That is your game plan. Right. We've seen so many teams today. Copel is so good pop, too, where the heavy is really just kind of like soaking in and taking the tank role. You know, on mainstream, I saw Ganon at one point. You know, Rob also in doubles too, such a fantastic character. And I really just like I guess, the dichotomy of Falco and Incineroar together.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, Falco is like a super combo character, and that gets your damage.
Yes.
But then Incineroar just demolishes past 80%. So that's what you really want. You want a steamroller character, and you want the damage garnerer. Like, those 2 character archetypes together work really well.
See how this one is going to go. I believe it is the same exact teams. I wouldn't expect anything else. This has been our first, I believe, close set so far today.
Finally, game 3.
Yes, looking good here. Skar, WelfarePickles, representing Iowa here. Playing on the Snake in the Cloud. We are going straight to small battlefields here, so we're getting rid of the top platform. We don't care about the top platform anymore, but I'm interested to see how the center of the stage is going to go, especially now that we don't have a platform there. Instead, it's on the sides.
Okay, and now we're starting to force out these recoveries from WelfarePickles. That's going to be a huge opportunity for Suspect to find more of these Alolan whips. more of these big punishes that we need to see. Gonna have to hit your partner there, unfortunately. That's gonna hurt. So now we're getting a little bit of the F-tilt stuff from Welfare and a big read to boot, but nothing off of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I am definitely going to be looking out for Suspect and WelfarePickles this game so far.
For sure.
Got to see the recovery, though, from Suspect. It is going to be landed here. I love the patience, but Skar ready to go. And once again, WelfarePickles threading the needle with all of these snake back airs, covering so much here. But you know what? Neutral B to break it up. I really like that. A lot of the times there is the back throw, but it actually was a team combo on the other side. Blue team is actually pulled ahead so much right now.
Oh my god, like literally holding until the very end, almost at mash
No
out
way!
percent.
Where are you going? Where are you
Gotta
going?
be careful.
You're nuts. You're nuts.
Okay,
You're actually
definitely
insane. Dice, wow. Oh my goodness, you saw that? Just the pure confidence of, I got it, don't worry. Especially going off stage versus Snake like that.
Right.
Still going to be able to live it out here. So it is WelfarePickles trying to find the back air. But look at Dice saying, you know what? Let me go find him. My goodness, what is going on? Everyone is losing their stocks.
WelfarePickles just runs up and charges that down smash extremely long, wants to get that big punish, but kind of letting your teammate take some damage as a result. Still, you know, double-edged sword in that regard. Gonna have to get some of these juggles because now you can see Incineroar getting bullied a little bit by his own teammate. Gotta be careful. These short hop height alone the whips just aren't finding their marks yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, blue team has pulled ahead so far. Skar on the verge of losing the last stock, has a little bit of limit to work with, but here comes WelfarePickles. Once again, finding the up tilt. Things are looking good. There's a back throw, trying to get a little bit of the spike here. Got to talk about Dice, though, getting the Falco cutscene combo. Incineroar lining up, but not going to be able to get a follow-up off of it. But it does not matter. WelfarePickles actually blowing up their own teammate.
Yeah, literally, it's the explosions. Again, it's the collateral damage, friendly fire, whatever you want to call it. It's just not going to do your team any favors. Right now, a good high recovery mix-up from Suspect to get past the Snake edge guards. And now we've got a big scrap in the corner, trying to figure out how the... Okay, I was expecting a pick up off the up throw, but we're not getting anything else.
So close here, but now red team, honestly, starting to be on last licks right now. The double up tilt there, really, really good, too. Up tilt once again. WelfarePickles going to jump away, but you saw that Suspect almost ready to go here. There's the share stock, not going to be it just yet, but now we're back into the Wild West. Neutral here, finds the back air. Great nair coming in from Suspect, too, but now it's red team. How do you get out of this? It's so tough.
Yeah, especially when you get up into the lariat. That's a lot of long-lasting pressure there from Suspect. Really good stuff here, but we're just going to have to see what's going to happen. I mean, it's a 2v1, and this is a grappler we're dealing with. We're about to increase crit by 7%. Let's see what happens here.
Into the double nair once again. It is game 3. Good hold on the shield. Nice. And the instant punish back air. That's going to be another big upset that we're seeing. Suspect Dice holding it down through games 2 and 3, and that will be 2-1 for them over Skar and WelfarePickles.
For sure. A